A new bill just introduced by Congress worth up to $2,000 for an individual and $4,000 for a married couple by increasing the standard deduction. I have all the details right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now just a couple days ago, House Republicans introduced a variety of new bills, one of which I do want to focus on here in this video because, like I said, this could be worth up to $2,000 for an individual and $4,000 for a married couple by increasing the standard deduction. Now, full disclaimer, as of right now, no, this has not passed through Congress yet. In fact, it was just introduced a couple days ago. However, this would be massive savings for a lot of people out there, and this would be welcomed news for a lot of people as well because this would effectively reduce your taxable income. Therefore, let me talk you through the details about this because they want to increase the standard deduction by those amounts, $2,000 and $4,000 respectively, over the next couple years. So let me break down the details of this. So as I record this video right now in mid-2023 is when I'm recording this video, but right now for the entire year of 2023, the standard deduction for a single filer is $13,850. For a married couple, it is $27,700 is the standard deduction right now in 2023, okay? However, these House Republicans and this new piece of legislation, they want to increase that by another $2,000 for individuals and $4,000 for married couples. That'd be massive, okay? Let me break down the details of this and break down what this actually means going forward. Now, you probably understand this, and if not, let me explain this really quickly. The standard deduction is the deduction you can take on your tax return to reduce your overall taxable income. For example, let me just use some nice round numbers here for this example, okay? Let's just say that you have an income of $100,000. Again, I know that most people do not have an income of $100,000. I'm using this for easy mathematical purposes. Honestly, I'm using $100,000 because as I calculate the numbers in my head as I talk right now, it's honestly just easier for me to calculate as I talk, okay? Based on $100,000 versus if I was using like $20,000 or something like that. So it's honestly just easier for me to calculate as I talk, okay? That's why I'm using that. Anyway, let's just say that you have $100,000 of income, okay? If you're an individual, your standard deduction would be $13,850 for this year, 2023, okay? Taking basically your effective $100,000 income down to, what is that, $86,150 would be your taxable income essentially, right? So basically the standard deduction is reducing your income and then again, reducing your tax liability as well, okay? However, as a married couple, again, this year, 2023, $27,700, let's just say that the married couple earns, say, $200,000, okay? Again, just $100,000 doubled for two people. Again, doesn't really matter. I'm just making up examples here just to break this down so you can illustrate the purposes behind this, okay? So let's just say that this married couple earns $200,000. Applying the standard deduction of $27,700 would reduce their income from $200,000 down to, what is that, $172,300? I believe that's correct right there. If my math is incorrect, let me know down below, but I'm literally running the math as I talk, as I make this video, okay? So I'm running the math in my head right now as I'm talking. Anyway, so that's what it would be. Now, however, let's just say that they increase the standard deductions for an individual from $13,850 up to $15,850 would be an increase of $2,000. Again, reducing tax liability because now the income has been reduced by another $2,000. Therefore, taxes would be, therefore effectively reduced as well. Same things go for a married couple. If their income is all of a sudden, say, 200 grand, whatever, like I said, with the example, standard deduction being $27,700, and now it's being reduced, the standard deduction being increased by $4,000 up to $31,700, right? $4,000 more would be, effectively lowering their tax liability yet again, okay? So basically what the standard deduction does is it's basically the first line, when you go into your tax return, when you go to file your taxes, basically you apply the standard deduction right away, and boom, there you go. It reduces your taxable income right off the top, okay? So by increasing the standard deduction, what this basically does, it reduces the tax liability to the federal by a pretty substantial amount, right? So an increase of, say, $2,000 and $4,000 respectively would be honestly very welcomed for a lot of people, okay? Right now, essentially what this means, long story short, is that more money stays in your pocket. rather than going to old Uncle Sam, right? That's literally what it means. That's all it really means. Even though this sounds like, oh, like what's all this stuff mean? All it means is more money in your pocket because less is going to taxes. That's all this really means, okay? So with this one bill, which by the way, House Republicans introduced a variety of bills a couple days ago. This is one of them that I wanted to focus on because this is something that would affect a lot of people. In fact, virtually everybody, okay? Now, obviously, not every single person, but it would impact a lot of people in a pretty substantial way. It just simply means your income, your taxable income has been reduced or would be reduced in the event of this, and that it just means less money going out of your pocket into the government's pocket, right? Pretty cool stuff. Remember this much as well. Back in 2017, there was a piece of legislation, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, right? So what does that come out to? Whatever the acronym is, right? So TCJA, I think what the acronym is. Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Anyway, that was passed in 2017, and that doubled the standard deduction. Do you remember that? That was a huge, huge deal. Prior to that, the standard deduction was like $5,000 or, whatever it was at the time, right? It wasn't that much, but they doubled the standard deduction at that time because of this, the TCJA, right? The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017. So not really a bad thing, right? That was a pretty awesome thing for a lot of people. And then ever since then, the standard deduction continues to increase a little bit each and every year. And this is, again, another piece of legislation that they're introducing here to increase it even more. So I don't know. I kind of like it, right? More money in our pocket where it really should be rather than being siphoned out by old Uncle Sam, right? Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. I hope this explains a little bit further. And again, this is not passed yet. Who knows what'll happen here? Remember this much as well. I don't take political sides in my videos, but let me throw it on for a second here. Republicans like to cut taxes. Democrats like to increase taxes. Democrats love to increase and take more taxes from people. Republicans say, let's stop taxing the people so much. Let's let them keep that money and let's, stop raising taxes. So we'll see here if this actually passes and if Democrats come on board with this, or if Democrats say, no, we like to tax the people. Let's siphon more of their money. Let's increase taxes instead. So we'll see if this actually passes. And then let's just say that it passes through Congress. Will it actually make its way through through and signed by the president into law? That's another question as well, because we know as well the president loves taxing people, right? He loves raising taxes, okay? So this is just the reality. It's not me bashing on anybody in particular. It's the facts. The president loves taxes. He loves raising taxes on people. So we'll see what happens here. Hopefully this passes through because at the end of the day, whether you're Democrat, whether you're Republican, whether you're independent, or whether you are none of the above, I'm sure you like more money in your pocket, right? Would you rather have more money in your pocket or less money in your pocket? I think we can all probably agree. Regardless of our political affiliation, we probably all agree we want more money. That's all it really comes down to, right? It doesn't really matter what we agree with, what we believe in, what our political views are. We all probably say more money is better than less money. I think we can all probably agree on that, right? And that's what this does. More money in your pocket. Simple. Anyway, I hope that explains it a little bit further. Anyway, I'll continue to watch this one very closely. This would be pretty nice for a lot of people. Of course, I'll continue watching it. Either way, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, take care, and leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. If you need me to elaborate on this further, of course, I can do that for you. Otherwise, it's, I kind of laid it out simple terms right there. I hope that explains it. Otherwise, it's just a lot of tax jargon. But at the end of the day, all you really need to know is it's more money in your pocket. That's literally what it is. Anyway, hope this one helps you. Anyway, enjoy your day. Have a good one, and see you again later.